Hello and welcome to EMEL News Round. Today we will be focusing on Boohoo.com.
We'll be covering some important factors that you as Boohoo's future employees need to be aware of.
These will include the retail competitive environment and what Boohoo and River Island's competitors are,
how those competitive factors are impacted by external influences and how Boohoo keep their competitive edge.
We will also be talking about how political, legal and social factors impact Boohoo and their stakeholders.
And finally, how the economic condition in China and Turkey might affect the supply chain of Boohoo.com.
The retail competitive environment is the dynamic system of which Boohoo operates in. Boohoo provides cheap, on-trend, quick fashion for its customers. Although Boohoo as a company is doing really well, some of its competitors are ASOS, Misguided, Primark, Forever 21 New Look, and they are forever changing and making us face some major problems such as price, delivery options, range of products, accessibility and many more. River Island's competitors are slightly different to Boohoo as their products are priced higher, therefore their competitors are Topshop, Miss Selfridge and Zara.
Boohoo.com faces many competitive factors. Here are a few of them. Location, delivery, advertisement like magazines, TV commercials and billboards, trends, quality of clothing, size ranges, petite, plus and tall. Other retailers are opening new stores in better locations, accessibility, social media and a turnover of products. These competitive factors are impacted by external influences. The main external influences that impact Boohoo's competitive factors are legal, political and social factors. One legal factor that is impacting Boohoo and their stakeholders would be the Sales of Goods Act. If this factor changes, then Boohoo need to directly correspond to ensure they are abiding by this act. If not, then Boohoo could be fined, or even worse, be shut down if they are not following the laws and regulations. This would have knock-on effects as their stakeholders or customers would have to find other businesses to purchase their products.
One political factor that has impacted Boohoo and their stakeholders would be interest rates. The increase or decrease in interest rates have a direct effect on how we price our products. For example, if interest rates increase, then we will need to increase the price of our products. This then has a knock-on effect as customers may not want or be able to afford the new price. This can make it difficult to sell products and other competitive businesses may then have an edge over Boohoo.
One social factor that is impacting Boohoo and their stakeholders would be technology. As technology is rapidly evolving, this is having a direct effect to their sales, as if they are not keeping up to date, then their customers will not like their out-of-date sales, techniques and websites. Boohoo would need to make sure that they are equal or one step ahead to their competitors by creating a phone app or a magazine.
Boohoo only has control over some of these impacts and therefore need to ensure they are constantly aware of the changes within the market to maintain their competitive edge over their competitors. Here are some examples of how Boohoo maintain their competitive edge. Quick turnover of stock, they launch new styles in short cycles of 4 to 6 weeks. They call this catwalk to closet. They have extended into the menswear market. They have Primark prices, but Primark does not sell online and they are one of the cheapest online clothing stores. They have competed aggressively on pricing to beat their competition, retailers such as ASOS and Forever 21. They are selecting the current trends for their target market, 16 to 24. They have back in stock and last chance to buy sections. They have their own brand boutique section. They stock smaller sizes, 4 and 6, and also plus sizes, 16 to 24. Social media, they have Twitter accounts and 1.6 million Facebook fans. Advertisement, they have a magazine, TV commercial, billboards and buses. They have delivery to overseas and 35% of its sales are overseas. They have a range of delivery options to suit customers' needs and they always have promotions and sales available for customers with a smaller budget.
Now looking at the wider world, we will be briefly covering some of the economic factors out of our control that happen outside of the UK that have an effect on Boohoo. As employees of Boohoo, you need to be aware of those conditions and how they affect us as a business.
Focusing on China, we can see 2 economic conditions that are affecting Boohoo. 1, low unemployment. 2, manufacturing have increased.
Low unemployment in China means that more people have jobs within retail, and therefore the businesses will have more money to invest. This means they could expand their warehouses, which would be good for Boohoo in the UK, as there is wider spaces for our manufacturers to produce more products, which will result in us being able to stock and sell more products.
Manufacturing increasing means that more products are being produced and therefore there is a wider range of suppliers and products for Boohoo to buy from. This will have a positive effect on Boohoo as it will ensure trade is efficient as they have a constant income of products from successful manufacturers.
We looked at these economic conditions for River Island and could clearly identify the effects of these conditions on the retailer. For low unemployment, we saw that River Island's workers within China would be working with sufficient numbers of employees, ensuring that the goods are produced in a fast working environment, ready for River Island to buy and then sell to their customers.
This is the same for the economic condition of manufacturing increasing, as this will make sure the manufacturers River Island buy from are increasing the quantities of clothing they are producing. This has a positive effect on River Island sales, as it means they can buy a larger range of clothing from their manufacturers in China without a time difference.
So you can clearly see how the economic conditions of other countries can affect other retailers. You as Boohoo employees need to be knowledgeable of these conditions as they have a knock-on effect to us, and these are not always good.
We will also tell you a bit about how the economic conditions of Turkey have an effect on Boohoo and why you should be aware of this. Focusing on Turkey, we can see two economic conditions that are affecting Boohoo. One, conflict with Syria, and two, that Turkey are part joined to the European Union.
Conflict with Syria will make it a lot harder for Turkey to export goods to retailers such as Boohoo. This will put Boohoo in a difficult position because they will be used to having a constant flow of products delivered from Turkey and will not be able to afford delays, deliveries or cancellations. This could end up in Boohoo losing a lot of sales if they cannot get hold of the right stock in the right amount of time.
Being part joined to the European Union should help increase trade with the UK as they have a closer working relationship and therefore have better groundwork to create contracts with manufacturers and suppliers for Boohoo to buy their products from. This would hopefully end in retailers from the UK, including Boohoo, to purchase more products from Turkey.
We looked at these economic conditions for River Island and could clearly identify the effects of these conditions on the retailer. When looking at conflict with Syria, we identified that more of Turkey's government's money will be spent on the war, and therefore there will not be a lot of money to invest in the manufacturers of Turkey. This means that it will make it a lot more difficult for River Island to buy products as they will not be as advanced and as they will be behind the other countries' level of manufacturing.
Turkey being part joined to the European Union will have the same effect with River Island as Boohoo did. It will make it easier for Turkey to trade within the UK and for River Island to buy more products and sell back in the UK.
We hope this has helped give you a brief understanding of the competitive environment Boohoo operates in and also the economic conditions that can affect us, not only in the UK but also abroad.
Thank you for watching EMEL News Round. We will be back next week. Thank you and good night.